vision for Destiny going forward is pretty simple. It's an awesome action MMO in a single evolving world that you can play anywhere. By playing anywhere, that means cross-save across all of our platforms. We have a new platform that we're adding this year, Stadia. We have a new entry point for the game called Destiny 2 New Light, which is free. And everything we add to the game is going to be purchased a la carte going forward. So
I just finished kind of getting caught up on all the Destiny 2 or Destiny news, regardless of New Light and Destiny 2 and Shadowkeep. And one of the things I wanted to sit down and really kind of just give you guys, what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling is that there is a part of me that is so happy right now with everything that they've said. Cross-save, I'd still prefer cross-play, but cross-save, that's a huge addition. Obviously, we saw that they were kind of announcing it, but this stream that they did, I mean, what Luke Smith, what they were talking about, really makes me angry at Activision. So there's this joy, and I'm so happy that they're separated. And at the same time, I have to just think that, like, oh my gosh, like, Activision must be the worst. And then at the same time, Bungie knew who they were getting into bed with. But it makes me so excited to see that with this relationship no more, that they're going to Steam, that cross-save is coming, and hopefully we'll see more cross-play elements. I know there's still concerns with PlayStation, Xbox, and PC and varying differences there, but that doesn't mean we need necessarily always live true cross-play. Like PvE could be fine in cross-play, but maybe keep PvP separate unless for some reason you want to run custom games or something like that. But the clans, all of it. I'm getting a little ahead of myself because obviously up till this year, one of our biggest videos was when we left Destiny 2. We left it for a huge amount of reasons, and namely that their monetization policy, their whole structure just seemed wrong and predatory, and it frustrated me. And even though they've made changes and they've worked, and that people have said, "Oh, Forsaken, has fixed all these things," I was like, I'm out. Like, I've done this before. I spent an absurd amount of time in Destiny 1, and I really enjoyed my experience, even through vanilla and beyond. But then we sacrificed all of Destiny 1 to get to Destiny 2, and Destiny 2 was like, felt like we were getting nickeled and dimed for content that we had already had, and then they're like, hey, we're going to bring it back. But it's been over a year and a half now. It's been over a year and a half. And obviously the news when they split with Activision was very interesting. I was like, what does this mean? For the longest time, I've said that like cross-play, cross-save could be something that could really invigorate this franchise. And I stand by that. That's actually a huge thing in my opinion, because one of the things that I think Destiny has always kind of suffered from is they were like, play with your friends. It's like, my friends are on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Like, why do we have to sit here and have like this act of God to come in and just try to get us to play together? And it seems like that those barriers have been removed. They've also talked about, just like this weird cost of entry, like they can never really figure it out. They're finally embracing the term MMO, and that was one of the things where it's like, why does it feel like they're always tiptoeing around this? Now, they said there's not a subscription fee, but personally, I would love for them to add that as an option. They're talking about selling seasons and content. I would be I would enjoy it if they had the option so that I could subscribe, so that was just a part of my contribution. So then all of that stuff would be included in my subscription. But I don't know if that's ever gonna ever happen in today's market. I think it seems like they're cluing into really the smart move. Destiny New Light, free to play, essentially free to start, and then you can kind of a la carte purchase the things you want, like AKA the seasons. That seems to be a really good free-to-play model like we see with Apex, we see with Fortnite, we see with the Battle Pass kind of concept where this is moved into the seasons. I fully support that. I have no problem with companies that want to make money. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see what is included and what the overall cost is because, they are independent. There is no big person funding them, but I think the big person funding them, if we see anything with WoW, we see with anything with Activision, they want that money. And they're gonna get it, and they know people are gonna pay for it. So hopefully this is a new, reinvigorated, Bungie. The game and everything they talked about, honestly, really like there's this sense of joy, happiness, a little overwhelmingness to it all because it's like I've really enjoyed this franchise, And it's really unfortunate that like our for the longest time, our number one video is me walking away from it. And the things that they talked about are the things that I said they needed to fix. And it sounds like they're fixing those. So with that, I'm actually planning on returning to the Destiny franchise. Now, if you're watching this video, like, who's this guy and why should I care about what he thinks about Destiny? Well, howdy. That's up to you, like whether you are interested in my opinion of it. Luke Smith, they talked about embracing the MMO, embracing the RPG, and that has me so excited. The gameplay in this game has always been top-notch. The PvP has been a challenge, and I still would love to see them do a little Halo mode of competitive where everybody you kind of have pre-built characters and then you fight over power or something like that. I think that if they could kind of figure that thing out for PvP, not that they can't keep the existing modes, but I would like to see that as well. Maybe some big team battle. Who knows? Like, there's a lot that I think they could do. And my hope is that with the new light, with Shadowfall, that we see Destiny blend into what it should have always been, and it's that evolving world. And that's what Luke Smith talked about. And that's what has me saying, okay, you've got my attention. Now, there's also a little bit of concern, because like, and I've expressed this privately, it's like, you know, man, if Destiny 3 comes out next year and they blow everything up again, and everybody has to start over from scratch, and we have to sacrifice every little bit of content that we've already had, that is still, you know, the unknown. And I think hopefully what they can do with new light, and hopefully with this new entry point, and hopefully with the seasons and getting more people engaged, they can see that people want to be a part of this evolving world. People want to be able to invest in these characters, and they want to have the access to these raids. And hopefully we see the blending of Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. And I don't know what that looks like and what that plan is. And I don't envy them for the amount of work. And as far as it goes, I think cross-save is a huge step in the right direction. And hopefully we start to see more blending of this community together. And I'm really looking forward to going hands-on. Now, like, as far as coverage of Destiny on the channel, I wouldn't expect too much for now, because there's a lot that I have to catch up on because I've been away for so long. And we also have Shadowbringers that's coming out just here in like 3 weeks. So we'll be doing a lot of that content. But note that I think what I've seen and what I've heard, and the general mood that is expressed, and the team, like I'm never rooted against them. I just said I couldn't participate in it, and everything I've seen today confirms the belief, whether it's true or not, that Activision is a real piece of work, and Activision is essentially who I want to essentially not support financially for any reason whatsoever, as best as possible. So that's going to have to be, I think, where that evolves. I know Chris is not going to be renewing his subscription to World of Warcraft. I know there's a lot of things out there, and it's we talked about it a little bit with Zeppel HQ on the podcast. I'll be going live on Monday. If you're watching this after Monday, then it's live right now. But I think it's going to be an interesting E3. I think it's really going to be an exciting time for gaming, and I am really rooting for Bungie to have the utmost success with this franchise. And so it's reinstalling. I haven't actually purchased any of the other stuff, so I'll have to see if there is some kind of special sale, or I have to figure it out. Because like, one of the things they talked about prior to New Light is that there's like what versions and all these different stuff that you need this or that, and I don't know. It's still confusing. I haven't I haven't bothered with it yet. I just said, oh, okay, I have the base Destiny game. I'll go and reinstall that. If you're curious, I'm still on Xbox with cross save. Like, that could be something where I could see myself playing on, who knows, whatever the next PlayStation system is, on Steam, which is really exciting to hear, and then obviously on Xbox as well with my friends. So that's what I'm going to leave you guys with. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Bryan with Work to Game. Hope you have a phenomenal day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Hey guys, it's me, Bryan. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you're new here, we hope you hit that subscribe button. Check us out. We talk a lot about video games, and we hope to at least hear from you in the comments below. We also try to respond to our comments. We really appreciate the comments, the discussion, all the various points of view that everybody is so kindly, I guess, and politely or impolitely shares with us from time to time. So anyway, guys, again, thanks for watching this video. We hope you hit that like button. We hope you hit that subscribe button. Come back for more content each and every day. We post a lot around here, and we'd love to hear from you about what you like about video games and everything, and especially if you have any questions that you're stuck on and anything. So anyway, signing off. See you next time.